Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? It is Thursday night, and sorry we missed you last week, but we had a special guest, not in the building, but in the city. Our man Fandom was in town, so you already know we were kicking it and doing those sightseeing things, but we are back and gonna get into it. Fandom was in town, and there it is. Oh, sure, I had that one out. Oh, it's been a minute. How we doing tonight? What's good? Fandom back in New York City. What's life like back there?
Yo, but I'm with an also special guest right here. Hold up. The very own limited edition to one Phantom, the same personalized Funko Pop when I went to Funko HQ. Damn, the lighting in this place is
Hey,
ridiculous, but I had to get one. I had to goddamn get one, man.
I am thoroughly jealous now.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
got his own Funko, self-made. He's already there, ready to do it. Got the best one yet up on the shelf and ready to go. We also got the other special one with us, the only metal AK. What's good with the Rihanna pick?
What it do, man? I'm here to rock it out, so let's go.
Oh, we getting all metal all the time. This one's Poker Face, episode 4, Rest in Metal. And this week started with a semi-washed up Ruby, played by none other than Chloe Savini. And right when I saw her, I knew this was going to be a good one. Everybody out there remembering Kids and all the other shows she did. I don't know why I'm always messed up on that other one. Oh, yeah, The Last Days of Disco. I love that show. But yeah, old school, right when I saw her, I was like, this is going to be a good episode. And I
Hey,
think
so she's actually a musician?
what's that?
She's actually a musician?
No, she's an actor. She was in
Okay.
Kids and the movie Last Days of Disco. And yeah, just an old school actor. Done some like cult classic flicks, and most of her shows are pretty decent. So I knew this was going to be a good one. I think this might have been one of the best episodes yet. But yeah, it's definitely going full Monk on us, like a cross between Monk and House. Like I think we called that one earlier. But it seems that Ruby was a one-hit wonder, still reaching for that second run on success. And like I'm sure most people in her position, she absolutely hates being only known for that one thing. And she didn't seem to be trying like all that hard because she was recruiting a drummer without even hearing him. Like she was like, "Yo, you have your own gear, you're in." Like I don't know, was that weird to you, AK, that she just didn't even need to listen to this man?
I don't understand why she didn't turn around and walk back out the room upon seeing him in the break room eating stuff that don't belong to him and barefoot with his feet on the table. Bruh, that's how you go to a job interview?
I'm telling you, if I smell you before I see you, we can already just squash this. I mean, that's just too much.
She literally had to tell him to take a shower, and he
Like,
thought she was playing at first.
like
And that was pretty much like a foreshadowing of like how desperate her band is to, try to make a comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. But I was just like, I mean, you're going on the road with this man and you haven't even heard him play yet. I mean, I guess the fact that he could spin sticks around was good enough. That's all she needed. She was only putting a thing in Craigslist. So, like I said, it's not like she was trying all that hard. But while on the road, Al was letting some feelings flow, trying out a new song, and Ruby called it a turd, but I didn't think it was all that bad. My man, you put a little distorted guitar behind that. I think, he got a little beat. I think he had a song. It was better than that crap she was trying to make up. Merch girl.
It was depressing, though.
It was.
Hey, there's a lot of songs that are depressing, and it still be good hits now.
Okay, but you could literally tell, even if there were no visuals for that, you could tell it just screams washed up 40-year-old that's broke and is in a midlife crisis.
Oh, yep. Washed up 40-year-old going through a divorce. That's exactly what that song screamed. But speaking of songs, it was funny rewatching and seeing like all the little hints of how Gavin had come up with his hit song. That was pretty tight. Almost had a little.
Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to do a thing or kind of a mini game, like just for us. Like when the episodes start, as we watch in the future, try to figure out where she's going to fit in.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then once we do the discussion, we'll see if any of us got it right.
I did it instantly with this one, kind of, but yeah, instantly at the second.
This one was kind of obvious.
So yeah, I knew she was going to be the merch girl.
Well, I didn't know she was going to be the merch girl, but I knew she would be with the band for some reason or other.
Yeah, and I was actually thinking of the next, because I've actually watched the next one. I was thinking of the next one. I'm glad I didn't set that one up. One episode up. But this one, it would have been hard to see where she was going to fit in or be in with it. So yeah, exactly. But the next one I called instantly. I was like, oh, she obviously works here. And like, that was exactly what it was. But yeah, that's kind of tight. Try to figure out how she's going to fit into the episode. I like that. And how is Ruby gonna bang on Al like calling his song a turd? Like I said, when hers was such a shitter, I was like, this girl is just lost. She has no talent, is what I was figuring right out of the gate. She doesn't even know what talent is, except for somehow she knew that Oh Boy song was a hit, but then didn't even realize that it was actually already a hit, copyright. Like,
But then
I
leading up to it,
question.
I was beginning to question like how did they get that hit song? And then they kind of like revealed, oh, it was kind of like None of Us. It was the original drummer. And then the moment I heard that, I'm like, okay, I bet money this new drummer on Craigslist is gonna be the next one to
They did
literally
low key
make
give
it.
it away. Yeah.
exactly.
But see, you got to wonder. I don't think any of the three of them were really that talented, at least from what we were shown.
No.
Obviously, they're not creative at all because they couldn't write any good hits.
Like I said, I wasn't that mad at Al's song. I thought it got
Uh-uh.
a little distortion.
Nobody that listens to their genre of music wants to hear that.
Oh man, how much were you loving Gavin right out of the gate? Like, why don't you guys just write another song like your last one? That song was good. Like he was just such a sweet, naive.
Said Captain Obvious.
Oh, he was amazing. Ruby explains all she's done since her last hit is try to write another one, but can't find the magic. And after hearing her attempts like Merch Girl, it had me wondering if she even wrote that first one right out of the gate. Because her writing ability seemed more than a bit lacking. Like it was awful. Then we find out that they didn't write the first song, that their last drummer did, like we were just saying. And she receives all the royalties while the band has to grind it out on the tour circuit. And poor Gavin getting rocked in the head. Like, first off, like, how the hell where'd that stapler show up out of nowhere? Like, what bar just has a stapler laying around for somebody to pick up and throw?
I think that was brought with the band.
Why? I was just like,
they were selling merch. I don't know. Maybe somebody need to
But
put receipts or something together.
Possibly.
You thought what, Phantom?
But first, I'm trying to like remember the scene, but yeah, like I thought the stapler was for some reason on the bar, but no, wasn't it on
It was it was on the merch table.
Yeah, so I'm like, really? Yeah, what is that for? Unless she was
Did
like,
you just call her Ellie?
no, I'm Charlie or something.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard Ellie.
That was just,
No, she was like stapling probably their shirt onto a sign or something.
I don't know. I just thought that. I mean, yeah, the song was named that, but it just seemed even ridiculous to me. And second, Ruby saying that they're not playing the song, and then Gavin just beats right into it. Like, if he would have listened, he wouldn't have needed stitches. It's like she just got up. They said sing the song. She's like, nope, we're not singing it, and he just goes right into the beat. Like, yep, we're doing it.
I don't know how to read the room.
He read the room. He didn't read the band. That's for damn sure. I was like, man, did you not just hear what she said? But Ruby's such a hater. Like, heard the drummer do the scream and knew his was way better than hers, and it just rips him and punches him out. Like, oh yeah, she is just thirsty.
That was low key disrespectful, though, man. I can't fault her for her reaction to that one.
Oh, but
that one, nah. You not the lead singer, bro. You're a drummer for hire. You ain't even really part of the band. My best song, you gonna take my shit? Nah, he deserved that punch that he got from her.
Oh, what's up, Jay Cruz? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I know that it was their stapler, but why? I just still didn't even understand why it was on the merch table. Like, what point did they need a stapler there for? It made no sense to me. But yeah, that was it was not a great song either. It was definitely better than those other crappers that were making up. Like Merch Girl was awful. Like I said, I think Al's song was better, but hey, what are you gonna do? What can you do? But yeah, they had Gavin all up in the room apologizing, but isn't it obvious like he's the most talented one in the band fandom?
Most definitely. That's why I called it earlier. It's like he's probably going to be the one to like make the next hit song, and I hope they don't kill him because every episode someone's going to die, and it's going to be him.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean
he was marked for death.
Trained.
Marked for death with the stapler.
It would be brutal having that situation plague you though your whole life, and then sit there and think you're watching it happen all over again. Like when he starts singing that song, like at that point, would you do the same thing and steal that boy's song, AK?
No, because Gavin had a very serious case of fanboy. He would have let them get some bread from there. All they had to do was talk to him about it. They wouldn't have a need to kill him at all, or even to swindle him, because he's gonna feel so proud that he's rocking with like his favorite band since he was a toddler. He said. So yeah, there it wouldn't be Staplehead all over again. He would have made sure that everybody was taken care of.
See, but they're so greedy.
They didn't need to do this.
That was ruthless. Oh, just absolutely ruthless. But I mean, how evil is Ruby? Like, it took her all of 3 minutes to come up with a plan to kill Gavin for his song. I mean, she is just not a good person. Like, it even took Charlie a minute to figure that out. But yeah, she's just evil at heart. Period. It was so cool seeing all the little hints and clues leading up to the murder, like the firing of the roadie, the bassist buying the leather outfit, saying it goes against his vegan ways, like hearing Gavin listening to and laughing at Benson, Charlie noticing like Al was taller, and Gavin having like the special foot camera. Just so many like little clues when you go back through the second time and watch it. It's kind of tight. It's almost better than the first time watching it.
But even sometimes the camera even like pans at certain moments where I'm just like, okay, take note of this. Take note of that. Take note of this. Take note of that.
You know it's going to come into play. Absolutely.
So I would say, shout out to Benson though. if for all y'all 80s kids out there, that was one of my favorite freaking shows.
Oh, are you kidding me? Phil Benson, that was a great one. Ben sets up the murder and sets up Gavin for a song. And it's not until now we see Charlie has actually been traveling with them, like as the before mentioned merch girl. And Charlie's getting mileage out of that super glue bottle. Like, she is constantly patching somebody up with that stuff. You think it really works that good, AK?
Super glue? Yeah. You do have to be careful how much you're putting on skin too, because it don't come off easy.
I mean, if you're using it as stitches, you don't want it to come off. But I mean, I don't know. That's just crazy. Does it really work that good? That's some old school. I don't know.
Depending on what kind it is and how like heavy the concentration of the right chemicals in it are. Yeah.
You trying to super glue yourself back together, Phantom?
How desperate the situation is and how far back from freaking calling.
Exactly. It didn't look like they had health insurance, so you probably couldn't go to the ER to get patched up.
So that's the thing with pretty much both of them. It's like, well, I don't know if Homeboy has health insurance. Doesn't seem like it. I don't want to assume. But with Charlie, her going to hospital and stuff would risk, who knows what would happen. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, oh boy, that was funny. That was a funny little like inside joke too. It was like, where'd you find him, Juilliard? Really? No, I got him from Craigslist. And then talking to Ruby or Charlie later, we find out he actually did go to Juilliard.
That was hilarious for me. I was like, oh shit.
That's why he's so good. That's why he's so good. I do question though, who were his professors at Juilliard? Because, bro, why you walking around like caveman, naked foot, like you living with the hobbits off in the forest somewhere?
Living that metal life.
I don't understand that. Like, he low-key made himself a conduit for a bad thing to happen with metal on that drum set.
Oh, Jake said he's used super glue many a time. You super glued yourself together, cut yourself, and just said screw it, and just super glued it back together. Why not? But yeah, Brent Benson was absolutely a great callback. I love that one. Mrs. Garrett. That was such a great show. Also, kind of tongue-in-cheek when Ruby met the podcaster, like, no, it's not the name of my band. It's the name of my podcast. I solve murders. Like, Charlie's like, all nice work if you can get it, like, because that's basically what she does every episode is solve murders. I
don't know why she didn't try to tag team with that girl right then and there. Like she's literally going around getting these misadventures and solving murders.
It was a nice little tongue-in-cheek, and you just knew it was going to come back into play later.
Yeah,
it's funny since the last show we did was only murders in a bit. It all ties in so nice.
Oh, the multiverse.
I'm telling you. So Charlie went Kaiser Soze on it, figuring out how Gavin came up with the song, and Ruby should have known, like, Charlie wasn't going to give up so easy after he gets murdered. Like, Gavin getting the credit for the song he wrote is all she really cares about at first. Like, she didn't realize they murdered him. But, I mean, Ruby should have known she's not going to get away with it. But so thirsty, she still couldn't see it coming.
Didn't they say, or didn't she say that, yes, she was going to say that to be remembered or something? For him to be remembered? Like, she was going to purposely use that to hype them up even more. I thought, or maybe I'm not remembering correctly. That's possible.
No, they were going to do a tribute for Gavin and try to remember him because he died on the road singing a song. But no, they were taking full credit for the music.
No, but she told when what is her name? Latasha. When she asked, she straight up said, "Nah, Gavin did write that song, and we're gonna make sure we play it and tell people about it, and that's the wave that we're gonna ride."
Yeah, he said we're gonna do good with the song because it'll make us popular. It'll do good for us. Like that's the good she's gonna do. But she said that people should know that that's his song, and she was like, nope. Yeah, she wasn't
Okay.
giving him any credit. She made sure to say, yeah, she's not giving him any.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
She was dirty with it. Dirty. They have to fix that somehow. Everywhere she goes, someone dies. She needs to team up with the podcast Murder Solver to go do murders or something. Yeah, to make it
Yeah.
happen.
That would have been like the perfect tag team. And podcasts, podcasters, if they're good, they can make a decent amount of money if they make some good decisions and sponsoring partnerships. And that girl looked like she absolutely had her shit all the way together. So, okay, you need to hide out and you need to be on the road. Well, here's someone to help with your cover. You could have easily done that. You can do a podcast from anywhere. You don't have to be in one single place.
She may end up, I mean, by the end of it, who knows? She may end up staying with her. So that'd be kind of a cool little team up. A new little podcast, Murders in the Building. But Charlie knows the band is lying and thinks it's just Al that like plotted the murder until she sees Gavin's camera and that all the band members were wearing special shoes that night. And once again, Charlie getting just a little too brave up there accusing 3 known murderers of their crime. Like we know she can throw them hands after what she did with the Krampus, but still, like Charlie, like when are you ever going to get some street smarts and not put yourself in these situations?
If she gets the street smart, she'll solve the crime way faster. Just leave her be at this point. Just leave her be.
See, that's the thing, though. She does have street smarts. That's why she's able to do some of these things that she does. What she doesn't know how to do, because when she's fixated on something, she can't bring herself to deviate from that. So that leads to her telling all of the story in these positions when she can't really protect herself. Like it's always like an escape act from what we've seen, that something happens, she calls people on it, and they're like, that look like comes over their face like, bitch, I could kill you right here, right now. Yeah, and then none of that shit that you just said is going to matter. She doesn't know how to just shut up. Go do your stuff in the background. Don't put yourself at risk anymore talking to these people. It makes no sense. Unless she doesn't even carry like a tape recorder with her to hear them confessing when she gets the shit right. So I don't get why she can't read the room. That's her issue.
Yeah, she needs some kind of weapon of protection because she is. And like I said, I've seen I've seen the next episode too, and I mean, it's just when is this girl gonna learn? Just up there always accusing murderers to their face with no out. Like, wait a minute, what? Come on now.
Taser something.
This is 4 episodes in a row you put yourself into this situation, and he's still out here like, well, I lived last 3 times. I will do it again. Like, really? I mean, come on, Charlie, be better. Be better. Speaking of the Krampus punch, it seems a video of Charlie knocking him out has gone viral. And just as she finds out it went up, she hears the dreaded voice of Cliff. Oh, man, I love how she got
when did that go up? 4 hours ago. Shit.
Damn, the moment that happened.
And then he comes up.
The moment what?
I do like that.
Because he said like 4 hours ago. I'm like, wait a minute. So it's like, is he then going to appear? But then literally the camera panned and he's like right there. I'm like, fuck. But even then, seeing how stuff were just like that viral, probably it took me less than that, honestly, just to be there, just like right behind. Because he was supposed to be all the way in LA, and I forgot like where specifically she was. Then again, they've been on a tour, so
they're going to places. I think they're in Pittsburgh right now. They were going to different places.
It's like he's always coming out of the shadows, like It.
Yeah,
and he's like looking around the corner like, hey, Georgie, how the fuck you even get here though?
Right? Didn't take you for a TikToker, Cliff. Like, what? Oh, I love how she got away though. First from our favorite roadie, like slowing him up, and then like crowd surfing across the room with a quick fuck you to Ruby midway through their song. That was so nice. Oh, it was perfect. That was perfect.
You know what? There's also that other little bit of karma that I really liked when she after she punched Krampus, the guy that they fired is now a roadie for the band that they were going to open for. So he basically just moved up in the world because they were dumb enough to fire him.
Exactly. He said like this business is all about relationships. He's like, don't get me wrong, I got some hookups. It was amazing.
He's been doing that for a while, so I think he gets like a lot of clout from different bands coming through. I bet you they already knew who that man was when he applied for the job.
And he knows all about the equipment. He knows what does what got fixed, what's illegal now. Like, my man knows his job.
And he's hella personable, too.
Yep. That was ridiculous. But Charlie gets away, and it also looks like the band is getting away with it, with the murder. And then we see them toasting champagne and eating shrimp cocktails, feeling all back on top of the world. And I'm like, they're not really going to get away scot-free, are they? But we already know Charlie would never leave it like that. And as she brings back another one, she hooked up with the murder girl to air the story and bring the band to their knees. More of a gut punch than a sucker punch. What do you think about that, Brandon?
And then it just reveals like what that whole song was based on another TV show.
The beat for it. The beat for it was Benson.
Yeah, just the beat. Yeah, their whole theme, like basically the tune of the song is basically just the theme of Benson. Like, you didn't think anybody was going to notice? That was just ridiculous.
For me, I didn't know it's because my generation, but like,
see, you know what? And that's exactly what I loved about that reveal, because those guys, when they showed the YouTubers that were talking about it, they were like, shout out to all of our older fans that watch and recognize this clip, because nobody past a certain year is gonna know who the fuck Benson is, let alone be able to hum the theme song still. So I like that little tie-in. That was cool.
Clayton, Mrs. Garrett, not Mrs. Garrett. What was her name?
Fucking Clayton, dude. Oh, rest in peace to both of those guys. Clayton, he was played by the guy that played Odo on Deep Space Nine, Star Trek show, and then Benson, Robert Goulet. He one of my favorite actors. If I remember correctly, he is also a West Indian, and I always support my heritage on film.
Oh, he was amazing. No, that was a great show back in the day.
Yeah, I love that show.
So what's up? Is Cliff going to catch Charlie in the next episode, Phantom? Have you seen the next episode yet?
No, I did not. I was hoping to watch in Seattle, but that didn't happen.
Oh, feel it. Yeah, that would have been amazing. I know that's exactly
I watched it too, but I got to rewatch.
Jack was like, we should
I saw like a glimpse of it, and I saw like she was like on the road, like, and he was like behind her, and I'm like, oh shit. So I'm curious to see how that goes on.
Yo, shout out to Ion Tron.
Ion Tron in the chat. Legends. Feel it. Hope all's good, buddy. Absolutely. What do you think, AK? Is Cliff going to catch Charlie in the next one?
I don't believe so. And like you, I have seen it already, but I honestly don't remember it. It was like a week ago that I watched, and there's been a lot of other content pushed into my brain since then. So I got to rewatch, but I don't think he's going to catch her. He might get close, but I think there's going to be just a series of him like either just missing her or finding her and then she escapes, because he seems to be a very cunning, crafting dude. Because I wonder how he finds her sometimes, because not everything is a broadcast on YouTube or a credit card slip that he could follow from an ATM use. It's strange, actually, how he's able to keep up with her.
No, Brian, has nothing to do with Lady Gaga. Yeah, that's the Giant Thunder's biggest complaint about this show. He's like, I thought there was going to be more poker. There's no poker in this. Like, yeah.
I wouldn't mind hearing the theme song. Poker Face is actually one of my favorite Gaga songs.
Oh, good. What do we think of this episode, Phantom?
I enjoyed it. I really felt bad for the guy dying. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
He's a sweetheart and hella talented. Yeah, like, had he lived, he literally would have taken them right back to stardom. Yeah. I think they would have been even more popular with him writing their songs. Because as crazy as he is, the kid was creative.
Yeah, talent.
And again, he's Juilliard trained, so that's not even a surprise that he's that good.
And he
can't just be no random motherfucker going to Juilliard.
And he was metal. Like, everything they did, they just ruined it. Oh, took the exact wrong path. Tried to watch season 3 of Mandalorian, but I completely forgot seasons 1 and 2. Yeah, didn't they only drop episode 1? I saw.
Yeah, they only did drop 1.
Yeah, it was decent. I saw it. I liked it. Back on track.
Still contemplating if I'm gonna watch that or not.
You
I like the
definitely-
Bad Batch, but I don't know if I want to get into Mandalorian.
I saw a recap of somebody doing it, and I thought it was pretty funny. They brought up the fact, like, wait a minute, what is this and this? And I told, because you do totally forget that, yeah, you actually have to watch like 2 other series to know what's going on in Mandalorian.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm not.
So
that-
as I'm watching first 2 seasons, what else I have to watch? Book of Boba?
No, the first 2 seasons are good, but yeah, then you definitely have to do Boba Fett, because Boba Fett, I don't know if it was the COVID or whatever, but they ran out of content, and they basically took a couple episodes from The Mandalorian and just made that Boba Fett episodes. Like, it's
Oh
wild.
shoot!
Yeah, it literally just jumps up, and all of a sudden it's Mandalorian. Like, we're about, what? Like, what are you doing here? Yeah, like Obi-Wan, like nobody else is even in it. Like, it's just them and Baby Grogu. I'm like, wait, what?
Where's the kid?
And I saw them all, so I wasn't even thinking about that. But yeah, it just goes back and shows, like, oh yeah, for anybody who didn't watch those other ones, they are going to be so lost. Like, how did they hook back up? When did this happen? Like, yeah, that's wild. That was funny. I like that. But that's going to do it for this one, for the episode. We like this one, AK? How'd this one rate?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Despite Gavin and his extra, I think this plot point for the episode was really cool. And also, I'm an 80s kid, so I love seeing callbacks to the 80s. Watching him enjoy Benson like that much, like literally that was me as a kid watching Benson, cracking the hell up, because what the hell are these old folks doing on this damn show? Yeah, it was just great. If you've never seen Benson, I'm very sure you could find it somewhere and download it to watch.
Wow, that's great. Absolutely great. Benson Dubois. Oh, I've got just a couple trivia questions. I think it's all been a while since we've all seen these. So
Yeah.
Not sure how we're gonna rate on this one.
I don't anticipate getting anything right.
I get one thing right. That's amazing.
Yeah.
We'll rock through these real quick. Yeah, not expecting anything great. But if you know these answers, put them in the chat box. If you're watching later, write them in the comment section down below. What time did the poster at the beginning say the fridge will be clean daily?
5.
Close.
6.
Oh wait, no, it was 4.
There you go. 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Absolutely correct. See, look at you right out of the gate. Well done.
That's just because I had planned on writing that down, but I had put it on my list for Tuesday, but then we canceled Tuesday and I didn't save the Word document. That's like one of the only things that stayed in my brain.
That's awesome. How about this one? What name was written on the fruit cup in the fridge? I said it earlier.
Yeah.
What name was written on that fruit cup in the fridge?
Like in my brain, I could see this
Calvin?
man sitting there holding the cup, and they showed it.
You're correct. It's not.
I think Calvin. I think there is a Calvin that has something to do with this episode, but it's not because the yogurt was his.
I'll tell you, it's not Dale.
Hmm.
I thought that was a great name.
I think it was one of the dudes that were at the unloading dock when she was outside, but I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, if you know that one, write it down below. He said bass player. What creature did the new drummer have tattooed on his neck?
A dragon?
Is that a snake?
Incorrect.
Mm.
Great guesses, though. Great guesses. What age group did Ruby say the band was in?
Their 40s.
Absolutely correct. Back on track.
Yeah, because that's when she told Gavin to go wash his nasty, stinking ass. Like, you look like you stink, bruh.
I'm telling you. What was the name of Ruby's one-hit wonder?
Stablehead.
There it is. How many years ago did Ruby release her last hit?
20?
I'm sure it was about
Absolutely
20
correct.
years.
20
Yeah.
years? Absolutely correct. And who wrote the band's first hit?
The
old
drummer.
drummer.
It was her drummer.
Well, the original drummer.
Extra credit for their for her name.
Yeah, totally don't remember that.
Oh, that's a tough one. Oh, anybody remember her name? Put it in the chat or the comment section down below. Extra points. What does their old drummer do for work now?
Doesn't she do? Oh, I sound like in the suburbs.
she's
to do
talented,
something in the
so,
suburbs.
Absolutely correct. Something in the suburbs.
Oh, something. So okay, that's not what I was gonna guess. I was gonna say some CEO of a record label or something, but that's not it.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I'm like, wow, she sounds like she's like retired or something.
Well, probably. I mean, not everybody can walk around being Mick Jagger or Steven Tyler still rocking in their 80s.
Right? Feel it? We're getting it done.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's collecting royalties, like Jake said, right?
Speaking of rocking, what's the name of Ruby's band?
Doxology.
Hey, there it is. Oh, a little deeper dive. What kind of amp did Gavin use?
Oh, fuck.
What kind of amp was
It's an
that?
old amp that most people don't use anymore, but he modified it to, take away the electrocution risk. Ugh. I can tell you about the damn amp. I just don't remember the name.
That's a deep dive. Oh, what was the name of the song Gavin created?
Sucker Punch or
There it
Taste My
is.
Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch. That was it. What was Charlie doing when Ruby approached her, asking her to be the merch girl?
Was she taking out the trash or was she on a smoke break? I know she was outside. I don't remember what she was doing.
Oh, what's up, Chad? Anybody remember what Charlie was doing when Ruby approached her to be the merch girl? Dive. One of my favorite things to do daily.
Okay, so wait, did she work at that same store, like the Discount Home Depot or whatever?
No, she was outside the depot looking for work.
Oh, okay.
She was,
Jake says selling tacos. I don't think that's right. You would have to have some type of food truck or business to be selling tacos outside.
Mm-hmm. Where did Ruby find Gavin?
Craigslist.
Absolutely correct. He answered that Craigslist ad. What did Charlie keep calling Gavin? What nickname did she keep calling him?
Oh, Magpie.
Absolutely correct. Magpie. Look at you crushing this one. You guys are killing this. What was the roadie that Ruby fired's name?
Fuck. Damn it. I don't remember names.
It was a ridiculous name.
Was it Frank?
Oh, it was very much not Frank.
Damn it. Let's see.
Jake said Daylay.
Oh, it's not a common name. I can see the damn scene in my head right after she punches Krampus, and she walks up to him and she yells his name to get his attention. Oh, fuck.
All incorrect answers.
Is it something that starts with a P?
No.
Damn it.
It's one of those you either know it or not. It's very unique.
Yeah. Because that's what I'm saying. It's not a common name.
No, not at all. It's very much a nickname, but it's funny as hell.
Socrates.
Not funny as hell, but just very odd.
It's not Socrates, is it?
No. Getting closer. Oh, Charlie said the band was the opposite of metal. What did she call them? Gotta be kind of a science nerd for this one.
Metal? What's the opposite of metal? Gas?
Butter. That is incorrect.
Butler?
Oh, Butler. Down with it.
The opposite. Toxic something or other? What the hell is the opposite of metal? I have no idea.
You are the opposite of metal. You are blank. You are blank.
Ash?
Get closer.
Dust?
Japanese math rock. Awesome. Oh, man.
I got nothing.
If you know that one, put it down there later. And last but not least, what was the supposed narc's name? Ending on a name. It's a tough one.
Oh, damn
Anybody
it.
remember?
That poor guy.
I
I remember just feeling sorry for that dude because my man just wants to get high. He just doesn't. He doesn't have a connect. You know, he don't got a doctor that he could call like, hey, homie, I need that dime bag again like tonight.
What he didn't have was a clue.
Yeah. Okay, but see, that's when you got to give him a little bit of respect though. He is who he is. He ain't try to blend in or cover up nothing. He just came out there like, hey, y'all know where I can find some stuff. But yeah, you do look like a narc though.
Oh, he was ridiculous. He was.
Oh, Jake says Bob. Was it Bob?
That is incorrect. It was not Bob.
Didn't he work at State Farm or something?
Yeah. Not State
It
Farm.
was it was some
Definitely.
insurance company or something like that, wasn't
Mhm.
it?
Yep. Just a
Gosh.
regular old insurance adjuster nerd and couldn't get his drug on. Couldn't find his wife Molly. I was dying. Oh, just too much. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We'll definitely be back on track next week and knocking out the next couple episodes. We'll be doing Tuesday and Thursday, so make sure you get those watched. And yeah, episode 5 on Tuesday. So I hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. So we see you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Easy.
Come by for